Welcome to this last session for the week. We're finishing our Unit 6, which is entitled Mario Man from our course book Face to Face, second edition elementary. And I'm your instructor, Joey Walker. Okay, so let's see what we're going to learn. In this lesson, we will read a fact file. Well, you will read that on your book. Obviously, you know how to read. And you will listen to a radio program based on that file. We will learn to use the articles a, an, and the, or the. And we will review the past tense regular verb pronunciation, which we already saw. Okay, moving on, let's start with the vocabulary that comes in those texts that you're going to read. Number one is a designer. Check designer. So here we have a designer making a logo, anything. In this case, it's a computer designer, but not necessarily a designer has to use a computer. Some designers design on paper, right? But this is a computer designer specifically. Next one, we have art, which we already know from our previous lessons. And this is David of Michelangelo, just the face. So the art. So some say the designing is art. Okay, next one. We have the vocabulary is award. It's an award, and these awards are which I think are the most recognizable or popular. For example, we have this one. This would be the Oscar, an award for movies, movie actors, movie directors, and all of those involved in the cinema, in Hollywood, and all of that, right? And here we have a Grammy Award for those who like music, for those who basically are outstanding in music or have an outstanding song. We have the Grammys, all right? So the vocabulary would be award. Moving on, we have a hero. Like Superman is a superhero. He's the favorite hero of Metropolis. And we have the Joker. He's the most infamous villain in Gotham City. I took this once because I truly believe that these are the most recognizable hero and villains across the world. If I'm mistaken, please correct me, but I think this is the case. And we have a prince, like Prince Charming in all of the Disney movies. Everybody wants to meet Prince Charming, all the girls anyway. And we have a princess, like Snow White with the crown and everything. So we have a prince and a princess coming in the text that you're going to read, right? Okay. Now let's go to the grammar section. How to use the articles a, an, and the. Remember, a is used in front of a singular countable noun. For example, a person, an animal, or a thing, which is non-specific. Now, we don't use this before uncountable or plural nouns. Okay, and if the noun starts with a consonant sound, we have to use this one. Here are some examples. A dog, a chicken, a boy, a teacher, a girl, a lesson, a website. So this is a before. We use a when the next word has a consonant sound. Remember, sound. And I'm going to explain this further later on. We have an. We use an as the same case in front of a singular countable noun, which is non-specific. So both of them are non-specific. They are exactly used for the same situation, except that this is before a consonant sound and this is before a vowel sound. For example, an umbrella, an owl, an image, an hour, an enemy, an author. Now check. An hour has an H, but sounds like an A vowel, an hour. It doesn't really matter if it's written or not, but the sound, just like the opposite case here. If I say university, you say a university or an university. It's a university because that U sounds like a YU, university. All right. Now, this article. The or the is the opposite of an. This is used whenever we want to make something very specific or unique. And it doesn't matter if we use it with singular or plural, countable or uncountable. So we say the sugar, but we cannot say a sugar. Okay? So we use this to describe specific or unique things. For example, I need the doctor of cardiology. Maybe they're in the cardiology, there's only one specific doctor. I need the math teacher. Maybe there's only one math teacher in the school or in one grade. We say, I need the police officer of the area. There's only one or maybe two or in that area or in that shift specifically, there's only one. Okay? So here's the thing. We use THE sounding like the whenever we have consonant sound. For example, the moon, the sun, the stars, the atmosphere, the rain, the south, the west, the north, the moon. All of these are the, but if we use them with vowels, the sound shifts from the to the. So we say the umbrella, the owl, the image, the hour, the enemy, and the author. So this sounds the with vowels and the with consonants. Same rule over here, but for the pronunciation. Okay, so non-specific, very general. It's not the same to say I need a doctor. When you're in a hospital, I need a doctor. We say specifically, I need the doctor of my mom. That's very specific. My mom's doctor. The doctor of my mother. All right, so specific or unique. Moving on, we have this one, the pronunciation rules. Remember, ed, it's not pronounced edge in English all the time. So the pronunciation varies, ending depending on the verb before it's written within the ed. Remember, this is for regular verbs. For example, we have ending ed, t, and d, or ed, t, and d, for example. The ones that has the ed sounding like a d, we have called, cleaned, offered, damaged, loved, used, amazed, rubbed, and claimed. Okay, so this is weak consonants, L, N, R, G, V, S, Z, B, M. We use D. Also, same rule applies D sound for vowel sound ending. For example, play becomes played. Free becomes freed. Try becomes tried. Follow becomes followed. Continue becomes continued. So it's weak consonant and vowel sound. All right. Next one, we have ed sounding like a t. For example, help with ed sounds like helped. Ed looked for the k with an f, sniffed. This th like sounds like an f, laughed. Next one, we have sh and ch, wash with ed sounding like a t, washed, and watched. Then we have the s like kissed. This sounds c like an s, like danced, and we have x like fixed. So these are strong consonants. Strong consonant sound. The ed is pronounced like a t. And finally, we have the endings t and d, in which we pronounce the ed. For example, want becomes wanted, and need becomes needed. Fade has a d sound, so it's faded. And invite becomes invited. Okay, so special attention to this one. You have to determine the sound with the audio strips in your book So that's why we're checking or reviewing this. With this, we conclude this week's session. This is our last one. In the following 2 weeks, I will keep on posting some videos and some exercises for you guys. Have fun. Take care. I'll see you next time. See ya.